Okay, here I am. I'm showing you the new Hisense 50-inch HA series with it's 4K with HDR. I don't know where it says HDR in this box, but that means it's high dynamic range, and this is can I turn the volume down on this? But anyway, here's a demo. Can you see that? Hold on. Put some backlighting on here. Oh, there you go. Shit. Almost knocked some stuff down. Anyway, this TV is only $500 on. Let me turn on my computer. This TV was only $500 at Best Buy. I think it's supposed to be sold for $600, but for some reason Best Buy is selling them now for $500. 50-inch screen, 4K, Ultra HD with HDR, high dynamic range, and local dimming arrays, which means that there's a bunch of, for the backlight, there's a bunch of local dimming. So darks are more dark, you know what I mean? Blacks are more black. So you have it, or, wait, hold on. Well, you can see, hold on, that's the conventional, that's the HDR. See how you can see more here? You can see that while this all washed out here. You can see the graffiti. That's HDR. And it's a smart TV as well. Dude, if you were to get a 4K TV with these features, it'd probably cost you 3 times as much with Samsung or LG brands. Check this out. The Vizio is like a budget brand. It's a really well-made budget brand. But look, Vizio, 50-inch LED, smart 4K Ultra HD with HDR, high dynamic range. Look at that, $1,000. This TV made by Hisense, this Chinese company, $500. Half the price of this TV. Half the price. That's pretty good. I don't even know what that says. That's in Spanish, I think. Have you ever heard of The Secret? I think I used The Secret because I wished that my TV would die so I can get a new 4K TV, a beautiful 4K Ultra HD with HDR TV. And it's weird because that same night that I kind of wished that my TV would die, a pink band started to go down the middle of the screen. That same night. Dreams come true. So what I'm gonna do is give this old TV to my friends who don't have a beautiful HD TV. They don't know about the pink band, idiots. Look how thick the bezel is. The bezel, I don't know if you can see that. The bezel is, geez, it's like 2 inches thick. Look at this. Wait, that looks, it's like, oh, here it is. Here's the bezel. The bezel is, and try our new mushroom. Wait, how did, what? Just $10 each. How did, why is it, I thought I muted the TV. Anyway, it's like, this is how thin, you can't even see. There it is. See how thin this bezel is compared to this bezel? The bezel's, see, that's like 2 inches. This bezel's like 1.5 centimeters. Doesn't even go, it's hard to see. How do I mute this? Anyway, the remote is pretty cool. Let's see, well, I got it upside down. So how does this new Hisense, cheap Chinese brand, they recently bought out Sharp, by the way, so they must be pretty big. This TV looks pretty fucking good, I think. It's HD, the HD upscaling is pretty good, and even better than watching cable. I have Verizon Fios, so supposedly Fios doesn't compress channels, or if they do, it's much less than if you use traditional cable like Time Warner cable or Optimum Comcast. But you know what looks even better is using this is a smart TV, so it has like Netflix, Amazon, YouTube, Vudu. There's even more. There's more than that. But anyway, there's 4K content on these. Netflix, you have to pay for the pricier subscription plan to get the 4K. Amazon has, if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch some 4K content. YouTube has a good amount of 4K content. Let's go on Amazon. I'll show you some Amazon. Is it going? It's a little clunky. It's not super as slow as I thought it would be, but it's a little clunkier than I wish it would be. See how it says UHD? That's going to be 4K. There's not a whole lot of content right now, and there's things that are supposed to be 4K and HDR on Amazon, like what's that show? I'll show you. Where is this? I can't remember. Red Oaks, the pilot for Red Oaks is supposed to be in 4K HDR. Mozart in the Jungle is supposed to be 4K in HDR, but for some reason in this app on this TV, I can't get them. I can't get it in 4K or in HDR. They're in 1080p. So fuck you, dude. But there's some content like Alpha House. Transparency is transparent. I mean, the Mad Dogs is supposed to be 4K, but I'm not getting it in 4K. Transparent, I'm getting in 4K. So I'll show you some of that. Okay. You can see my penis. Oh, that looks bad right now. It just takes a while to buffer to get to the HD quality. Right now it looks really shitty right now. Yes, this is still actually shitty. I don't know if you can tell, but from this phone. I'm recording in 4K, so hopefully you can see the 4K in 4K. But is it showing out? I think like right now it's at 1080, and I feel like you gotta wait until it loads up. I think now it's in 4K. I don't know if you can tell. Now I think it's in 4K. Does that look 4K to you? Now it's super crisp. You can look at the hair. The hair, I'm really close to the TV right now. The hairs are very straight and sharp. So the hairs. Oh, wait. Anyway, this TV is fucking really good for $500. I mean, even if you got it for $600, which is supposed to be, if you got it for $500, it's fucking even better. It's a really good TV, and the settings you got to play with. There's let me see if I go to the settings. Settings you got to play with. You got to pretty much turn off shitty things, like the backlight. You got to turn on local dimming. Wait, I don't even have local dimming on. I should have local dimming. I think that's the thing that causes the local dimming arrays. So that's good to turn on. I'm gonna turn the sound to 70. Okay. And there's other shit you gotta turn off. Hold on, let me go back on the. Okay. There's other things you gotta turn off. Wait, hold on. You gotta turn off ultra smooth. That makes your TV look like a soap opera. Turn off noise reduction. Turn the sharpness down to 5, I would say. And turn adaptive contrast to a low. This is one thing that I want to say about this TV. Every time I change the setting and turn on the TV again, it seems like things get reset to a different thing, to their default, and it's not what I think it should be. It's not what I last put it at. Anyway, I'm gonna put this to 5. Okay. This looks better, I think. So watching 1080p video looks pretty fucking good on this TV. The upscaling is really good. I'm watching Hot Tub Time Machine that's in 1080p right now through Amazon Prime. And there's a great setting on here in the TV called adaptive contrast, right? Which, let me see, let me get to it. Adaptive contrast automatically darkens dark areas and lightens light areas of images to see more detail. And it's great because it looks like, it looks more like my plasma TV, where the black's really black and really dark in there. And the contrast ratio of my plasma was really good. And normally LCD, LED, LCD backlit displays are not known for having good contrast ratios. But with that setting, this adaptive contrast, it looks really good. But the problem I have is that, like, I'm watching Hot Tub Time Machine, and sometimes, like Craig Robinson, he looks too dark. I can't even see his face. Look, he's gonna stand up in a bit. Watch this. You gonna stand up? Stand up. Yeah, there you go. Okay, look, it's hard to see his face sometimes with adaptive. Maybe I don't know if it looked like that on this camera, but it was hard to tell when I'm looking at it in real life, in IRL. His face is too hard to see his face with adaptive contrast. So sometimes I want to say you want to put it on the low setting, because I've tried it with it totally off. Let me see if you can see on this camera. If you get it turned totally off, it looks kind of, I don't know what, it's just kind of flat. The image is more flat. I want to say just put it on the low setting. And I don't know if you can see that on my camera, but low setting is good. I still have a hard time seeing his face sometimes, but that's the adaptive contrast. So a negative thing about most LCD, LED backlit LCD displays is that they have motion blur for like sports and video games. It's probably bad for playing because you get a trail, and it's not. This one's not so bad. Let me wait for this trail. Come on, I'm not supposed to be recording anything off the NFL Network because it's illegal. But is there something gonna trail? Trail, dude. Anyway, when the things start trailing, it's like, it's not as crisp. It's harder to read than on my plasma over here. Is it gonna trail? There it goes. I don't know if you can tell from this video, but it's harder. Oh, did you see that? I touched something in the TV. So anyway, it's harder to read on this TV with the bottom scrolling thing. It's harder to read for me. It's kind of like, it's like blurry compared to this TV. Maybe if you put the soap opera effect on there, maybe it'd be better and smoother, but it's hard. I mean, it's fine, it's readable, and it's probably what most people see on their TVs, because I'm not used to LCD displays. I'm used to a plasma, beautiful plasma screen. Comparing this TV to, I shouldn't be showing this because this is illegal to show this. Comparing this TV to this LED 4K Ultra HD HDR local dimming array compared to this plasma. This plasma does so well with 1080 1080p video. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Watching cable TV in HD is beautiful on this. Here, not so much. I always have to adjust. Like every time I've turned it on, I've had this TV for like 2.5 days. Wait, what day is today? Like 2.5 days. It's like every time I turn it on, I want to adjust some setting depending on what I'm watching. If I'm watching sports, if I'm watching CNN, if I'm watching this scrolling thing, if I'm watching Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube, I kind of want to adjust. Fuck, I'm drunk. I I want to adjust the setting every time I turn it on. But if I just leave it alone, if I stop thinking about like what's the best picture, it's fucking awesome. Like it's very workable for cable television, HD broadcast. It's very beautiful if you watch Netflix, Amazon, YouTube. If you watch internet TV, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. If you watch 4K TV, it's sharp. It's beautiful. Maybe you gotta play with the settings a little. I have not been able to find HDR programming on my TV yet. It's all new. I don't know why the Amazon HDR stuff that's supposed to be on Amazon Prime is not there in 4K HDR yet. Maybe it only works with the box, you know, like the Amazon Fire box, maybe. I don't know. But it's a pretty fucking good TV for $500. It's a really good TV for $500. This was, I think I bought this for like 1,000-ish. But that was 8 years ago. That's still a beautiful TV, except for that pink band that's going down the middle. But this TV is so, for $500, you're gonna pay double to get a Vizio, which is a budget brand as well. It's a good budget brand, Vizio, but you get half the price of basically the same TV with, the same features. I have not really compared this TV to that Vizio, but I've seen a lot of TVs at Best Buy. This TV, this 4K Hisense 50-inch, make sure you get HA because they have the local dimming arrays. Well, you can get the H7 if you want, and it's a much cheaper, but doesn't have the local dimming arrays. And the H7 also has, it's 4K and has HDR. It just doesn't have the local dimming arrays. And it's like, I think that's like $400 or $300. I think that's $400, $399.99 or whatever, 95 cents. But what was I gonna say? Fuck. My phone is getting really hot, so this might be the last few things I'm gonna say. But comparing this TV to a 1080p TV, right? If you get like a Samsung 50-inch 1080p, I think this one, with the features it has, the 4K, how many times am I gonna say this? 4K HDR, local dimming arrays. This TV is fucking awesome. It's beautiful. Like looking at this TV versus a Samsung LG in 1080p, right? I think this is fucking beautiful for $600. It's fucking such a cheap. TVs are so fucking cheap. It's so fucking cheap. All right. Well, anyway, I hope you got something out of this review. I can't attest to how long this TV will last, but it does have a 4-year warranty. So, seems like it's gonna be a pretty, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It has a 4-year warranty. So, if I get this picture for the next 4 years, this was money well spent, I think. Geez, what the fuck? Hold the ball, dude. Anyway, I hope you got something out of this video. If this video helped you, because I could not find a review on the H8 model, the series, H8 series. So I hope you got something out of it. This video is in 4K on my Samsung Galaxy S7. So hopefully you're watching this 4K on this 4K TV. Or at least I will. I don't know. Fuck it.